Hey chat. Hey, how's it going? Give me 1 second. Let me get over here for you. I hope you all can read that okay. If you can't, let me know and I'll make it a bit bigger. 1 second. I am writing on my laptop. I keep all my writing on my laptop. Because then, you can have it on the go and stuff. But that means for purposes of ASMRage, I have to plug my mechanical keyboard into my laptop, and I have to unplug it from my main computer. So main computator today has no laptop, or no keyboard. There we go. Let me get this off the desk here, just get myself nice and comfy. Oops. Hope everyone's having a good day. There we go. Forgive the mic, it's gonna move a little bit. There we go. There we go. Found my mouse. There we go. So this is a working draft I've had baking for a little bit. And by baking, I mean in a manic state, I wrote like 6 pages. And then I didn't touch it for 2 weeks. But that's baking, that's how baking goes. It's roughly titled at the moment Teller's Birthday. You might see a title at the top that says A Day Outside. That's how it started. It started as a writing exercise. It has not stayed there. In fact, A Day Outside is already inaccurate. Oh, I just realized. You guys... Give me a second. I don't have a mouse over here. My mouse was plugged into my keyboard. Let me... Oops. Let me fix that real quick. Gotta undo this good cable management I've got done up. Maybe in the future I just move the file over to my main computer. There we go. All right. You guys are getting a lot of chair ASMR. If anything. Let me hop into filters real quick. Just changing out my noise suppression so you guys get the nice clicky clacks. Nice clicky clacks and some nice music for you while we're writing. Anyway, as I was saying, so this is from Teller's Annals. Basically his own diaries. He tries to keep as much information about the outside world as he can day to day. Is my VTube Studio not working? Oh, it froze. Odd. Camera? You with me? Okay, we're back. So he tries to keep as much of the goings on of the world as he can day to day, aided by his little orb friend. Orb was a gift from his uncle Perfection to help him keep track of things and have some sort of semblance of a relation to the outside world. That's really as much outside exposure as he canonically gets. Occasionally, he does leave the cauldron to go outside and gather food, supplies. Every couple of months, he does that. Sometimes it takes him a whole year before he'll get back outside again. And this was the last time he went outside, which was about, oh gosh, how long has it been? That depends. What did I put in the lore here? I have a timeline, a proper timeline for his world, and I forgot to place this in the timeline. Oh, and I'm gonna need we'll sub in the language later. Don't need to worry about it on this this trip. There was a girl. Madata Tilvana. Last war, a lot of foreigners. So this is probably before Atta. In the timeline of this world, we're in a country called Anarev. Hey, captions got pretty close there. And in Anarev, there was a couple of foreigner wars that caused some intermarriage, which caused a patriotic backswing, leading to the deposement of Atta as king, and his grandchild was queen. Let's say he left those laws in place. Yeah, he did. Because there was too much public support for them. So this, and Revlis would put this probably 20 years ago, probably. This was written contemporaneously, about a week after. This is rough draft at the moment, but there's a couple of things I like about it a lot. Peppermints, the mention of sassafras fizz. Things like that. Teller as a character, he's very much high on life. So naturally, whenever Teller goes outside, he does have to uh, hide his more animalistic traits. Let's see, what did they call him again? Mutant no? Munat no. And if you're wondering, yes, I do have the basics of a working language for this world. I have time on my hands. This line here really kind of defines this bit of lore. I'm not sure why I decided to go outside. Perhaps I was hoping for more peppermints. In truth, I know the reason. It's the same reason I'm tempted to go out every day. I hope I'll meet Father on the road. I did not meet him that day. Did I say today there? That should be that day. And then we have him, because it is his diary, he abbreviates the parts about himself. A fundamental part of Teller's character is he does not care for himself at all. Everyone and everything else is far more important than he is. So at every opportunity, he de-emphasizes himself. So even in his own story, he's focusing more on this animal, this Delatino, who's named Revlis. Actually, the inclusion of Revlis puts this at most 10 to 15 years ago. Yeah, I also have lifespans for this creature. Just sometimes it's what you do. We also have him using some more antiquated language for some of the landmarks. We came to Ulko's city. In the modern day, that possessive is dropped. No one remembers it as Ulko's city. It's just Oko city, or the city of Oko. He's remembering from a time where he actually met the man Oko, back when he was starting a stead out on the edge of the bay, and it slowly became a city. So it's to Teller, the Oko's city. And that's why he immediately, he's seeing everything through the eyes of someone else. Oko's city had grown quite a bit, and I know he would be proud. The old walls were now deep inside the city, separating the more established families from the markets and the newer arrivals. Those older buildings, made of sandstone and beach stone, had been worn by the constant rains into smooth, attractive things. The lower parts of the city were sharper in comparison, though all were beautiful. Naturally, I had taken precautions towards normality. No one saw me ride Revlis close to town, and I wore one of Father's old cloaks to cover my tail and my ears, and his riding gloves to cover my fingers and the lack of fingernails. At least in this country, they're not on the gold standard yet. Just a fun little tidbit. So in this first, I guess you could say, chapter, he meets a girl at her I guess you could call it a sweetery, a candery. What do you call a shop where they make candies and sweets, but it's not a bakery? I don't know. And that festival is Madar da Taverna, which is the what's the literal translation? The meeting of the mountains and the sea. It's basically a countrywide wedding ceremony once a year, or more often if the crown determines it should be. The entire country gets married. Every young man who has a young woman to himself, they prepare and they get married on this day alongside everyone else. And it's called Madar da Taverna. And it literally means the wedding of the mountains and the sea. You can see that in Mar, which is for the mountains, Dar, which is for the sea, and Tatilvana, which relates to the actual joining together. Ta is just the, so the something of. And so what he does is he starts asking her about the country and things, and she's intrigued enough to play along. Tianello. Good name. I usually name things off of the top of my head. In this case, it's a name based on a language I created myself. So I have to try and remember what Tianel is. It would be... I made the damn language and I still have trouble translating it. TNL. Maybe it's just nonsense at this point. I'm gonna have to add to my list to codify TNL. Because I didn't intend for this to happen, but this has turned into a romance on me. I mostly was mentioned the wedding ceremony because I was there's a more main story that I've been writing for a long time where it comes into play, and I was trying to think out the cultural implications of it, and I was going to experience that through Teller. But as I kept writing, I realized this was a great opportunity to tell Teller in a love story. Is it most appropriate to assume he's from Ebele? Did I do that mostly because Teller's name ends with the and that would be the Ebele honorific? That sounds about right. We'll pick up from there. Keyboard? Keyboard, talk to me. Keyboard, talk to me. Are you with me, keyboard? Why would you turn off on me? Keyboard? Okay, keyboard, you keep doing that. That's weird. Keyboard? confectioner. That was the word I was trying to think of earlier. And it's a confectionery. This is nice, chat. This is really nice. A lot of times I don't feel like I have the energy to stream. But this so far has been an extremely nice way to stream. Kind of like the poetry streams I did a while back, but it's more intuitive for me to write in prose. I suppose that's true for most people. But past the intuitiveness, this is a world I know extremely well at this point. So it's even more intuitive than that. A mono, a confectioner by choice, as he described himself. what's the word I'm thinking of? Presumption. I swear I'm still here, guys. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. Oh, he's named in my proper story. What was Atsa's son's name? Scylla's husband. Did I name him Ama? I forget now. We'll just skip it. keyboard. Stop doing that. I like this answer to how old is Teller because it's not an answer, but by my timeline, he's about 700 years old. If I remember my timeline correctly. Let me pull it up, actually. I should have it somewhere here. Timeline. There it is. Darn, I don't have... The one time I don't have an automatic login. I don't have a keyboard plugged up to this computer. I can't find it. I'll check it later. But off the top of my head, it's about 700 years. He's referencing the March of Ebele. Ebele was a kingdom on the outskirts of ancient Anarev that made a deal with the fallen discipline who is named Pride. Because of this, his kingdom was destroyed and his people scattered. The few loyal to him followed him through the tunnels of the northern mountains of Anarev and came out into that land proper. It was already occupied by the Unesht, so the two coincided somewhat. Unesht? Yes, that's the name. And over the years, the Ebele became nothing more than a tribe, subject to the Anora, and after a few hundred years of that, the proper kingdom Anarev was settled, with the Anora tribe at the head of it. A few hundred years after that was the rebellion under King Atta, which is how Teller saved his life. He was thrown into a great geyser, the base of which happens to be outside Teller's front door. So Teller saved his life and set him on his way, gave him some lessons to learn by. And so we are into probably 50 or 60 years after Atta fell into the cauldron, and I'd reckon about 10 to 15 years before the current day events, which I'm purposefully being vague about because current day is the most detailed. It's where I'm currently working on the larger story, and as such is constantly in flux. The details are constantly in flux. I could give you the broad overview, but even that could change. I'm not sure at this point. It's been an hour already, man. This was like a low energy, kind of sleepy stream today. So I'm okay with it being a shorter stream too. Just a neat little stream, you know? Yeah, you know what? Let's see if there's someone to raid. Cause I don't know why, but just suddenly, whoop, just whoop, the creativity has stopped. I like that we got a reference to the March of Ebele in. That's fun. Who should we raid? We could raid Teddy again. He's doing Dead Rising any percent speedruns right now. And after this, he's gonna do egg speedruns. And the egg speedruns are really, really cool. It's kind of a jank game, but it's pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah, let's go raid Teddy. Nice stream tonight, chat. Good stream. Cozy stream. I think Lo-Fi Girl becomes a permanent part of stream, because apparently Lo-Fi Girl is completely legal to use, and I like her a lot. Little medieval Lo-Fi Girl. She brings the good vibes, chat. Feel those good vibes? That's a good vibes. But yeah, we're gonna raid Teddy. We're gonna raid Teddy because Teddy is cool. Did I close the window? There it is. So everyone go say hi to Teddy. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday with hopefully a more action-y stream. No Man's Sky or something. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm wanting to lean back into the content I started on, because I started just doing gaming for a few months because this stuff wasn't doing well and my motivation disappeared. So yeah, we're gonna get back to doing like booky things. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Teddy. So everyone say hi to Teddy for me. He's really cool. Goodbye. Hi YouTube. I forgot to turn you off. Goodbye YouTube.